today we're going to be looking up some haunted dolls, and this stuff freaks me out because I actually believe these people are trying to get rid of dolls that are actually haunting their lives. Like, I believe all these dolls are real. Would I ever purchase them? Heck no, I would not, because I don't need that chaos in my life. My life is already chaotic as it is, but I thought we'd kind of look through some of the listings, see the pictures of these creepy dolls, and sort of see what makes them so haunted and weird. Hopefully I don't freak myself out because I always film home alone because, you know, I'm just so brave. Not really. Anyways though, let's get started because I kind of want to get this video over with, okay? Okay. Alright, so the first one that comes up is called Haunted Doll Spirit, Abby, 23-year-old ghost, paranormal, blonde hair, blue eyes. So I guess the person or spirit that is haunting this doll is 23 years old. Okay. This is being sold for $29, so not very much at all, and it's coming from Georgia, United States. So let's see what she's about. Abby is a cutie pie. She's about 16 inches tall and wears a pretty red winter dress and black shoe boots. She is hand-painted porcelain. She comes with a doll stand. She is British. She passed away at 23 years old, serving in the British Armed Forces. She is a positive spirit. She is a leader among my other dolls in my international room for dolls. Yes, I have several bedrooms dedicated to specific kinds of dolls. Alright. She keeps them in line and makes sure they do not misbehave. She is like a nanny and psychologist to them. She is great around children and animals. She can read a person's energy, and soon as they enter a room, she will send you vibes of what she is feeling. Sometimes her spirit likes to touch your face lightly or tap you on the cheek when she wants attention. She will also make lights flicker, and sometimes you can see orbs around her. She communicates by vibrations, emotions, and pendulum. Please, only positive, open-minded people purchase this doll. My dolls are charged, so their energy will radiate to you if you're a good fit for them. What? The good thing is that she's a positive spirit, right? And I mean, she doesn't look that creepy. I mean, she kind of is in a way, knowing that there's a spirit inside of her, but she's not terrifying, you know what I mean? And to hear that she's positive and she helps the other dolls in the house. First of all, why do you have dedicated rooms in your house for your haunted dolls? I don't really get that. Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. It says by looking at their picture, they can like radiate their energy to you. I feel so weird right now. I suddenly got this super weird feeling, and like knowing that she says if you look at their picture, they'll like connect to you. No! And I'm sorry guys because you just saw her picture too, so okay, so this next doll is actually super creepy. Like, this is the sort of doll, when they look really old, they're creepier to me. But it says Haunted Spirit Doll Mabel, extremely active. She's being sold for $79, so more than the other one. And she is from Kentucky, United States. Let's just read a bit about her. This is a porcelain doll. Her head, neck, and chest is porcelain, while the rest of her body is cloth. She is approximately 18 inches tall. The doll's spirit's name is Mabel. Mabel is a very active soul. The spirit is 33 years old. She had a rough life. Used as a maid, she endured a horrific life and passed away from starvation. Mabel is a kind soul and wants to be needed. She likes to show up in mirrors. Oh, cool. Photographs. And in shadows. She likes to visit her keeper in their dreams. Oh, so if you have this doll, she'll intrude your dreams. That's wonderful. She has a positive energy in every way possible. She likes to encourage her keeper, build their spirits, and make them aware that any storm shall pass. Her presence will bring the smell of flowers or perfumes and baking. She likes to deliver messages through songs, so don't be surprised if you wake up with a certain tune in your head. Oh my goodness, no. I already have a whole box of creepy dolls in my basement. I don't need any more. Let's keep going. I'm starting to sweat over here, okay? They just keep getting more and more expensive. This one's called Rare Activity Haunted Doll. Video shows movement and a black entity. It comes with a video. Oh goodness. There's a video of her moving. Okay, let's go. So this one is $115 and it comes from Bideford, Maine, United States. I'm sorry, Bideford, I'm not too sure. I'm from Canada. So it says this doll exhibits leg movement that is smooth and subtle. First movement of legs happens around 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Lots of flashing and unusual orbs, so I guess I have to watch this video now that I'm seeing this. Watch to the very end and you will see an orb followed by something black and small and very fast runs under the chair. I have sold and listed many haunted dolls but have never seen activity like this. I recently obtained this doll at an estate clean out, and she is one of many that was inside of an old chest. I did not hear any creepy voices in this video, however, the black thing at the end of the video makes me believe that it could very very well be a dark entity. Looking at the pictures, it will show you how to find the videos on YouTube. I have priced her high due to the type of activity involved because it is very rare and unusual. So this doll seems to be on the evil side, unfortunately. And I'm gonna see if I can find this video. It's called Haunted Doll from Chest Movement, and it's from the YouTuber A Magical Life. So we're gonna go there, going on YouTube. I'm actually so scared right now. Why? Okay, so it's a 5-minute video.
Here's another one of the dolls from the chest. She definitely gets my attention. I'm not sure why. I'll give you a closer look at her. Kind of a strange vibe. She's on a stand, as you can see. Her tights are a little dirty.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. It says the first movement of the leg happens around 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So let's go up to that. We'll just go to 3 minutes and we'll wait for it. I saw a very, very subtle leg movement, nothing crazy. Did you guys see it better than I did? Because I didn't really see too much, but apparently at the very end you see something like really creepy run by or something. I just saw that. Oh my gosh, that's really creepy. My heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one seems very creepy, and as you can see in that video, there was tons of orbs and stuff flying by, so woo! Oh my gosh, the next one is a doll called Jessica. That's my name, guys. That's my name. Okay, so it says Haunted Spirit Doll Jessica, Active Little Girl, and it's giving people 30-day returns. That's so funny. So if you take it home and suddenly you're like, oh no, I don't want this anymore, you can return her. It's okay. So this one is $50, and it is from West Palm Beach, Florida, United States. Okay, it says, I've had her for a while and haven't had time to work with her. I would love to see her go to a loving home where she would receive the attention she deserves. Now guys, don't be fooled by her cuteness. She's a troublemaker and hides everything she plays with. My TV, she makes my cats run around nuts, and she hasn't made me dream and hides everything I ask. This person's writing is like all over the place. They're misspelling everything. It's really creepy. It's almost like this doll is writing it. Ugh. She gets on with all my spirits, but she likes to be the center of attention. I have really bad tummy pains with her, so this could be related to her passing. I get number 8, so that could be her age. This person's like paragraph is everywhere. It doesn't really make any sense to me, so that's really creepy, but this doll's name is Jessica, so that's wonderful. Okay, let's do one more, and then if you guys sort of like this looking up haunted eBay stuff, I'll definitely do a part 2, so like this video if you want a part 2, and definitely let me know down below. Wow, this is weird. There's a haunted cat animal spirit doll, very active. It's $59, and it's from Powhatan, Virginia, United States. This special cat spirit doll has a feline spirit by the name of Precious. So there's actually a cat spirit in this? Oh my gosh. Precious has helped many, many people in her lifetime. She has a fragrance to her that says she helps. Magic perfume. You will love Precious. Those who have the cat as a spirit animal may be able to tackle issues with patience, confidence, and a good sense of timing in their actions. This is very strange. I've never heard of something like this before, but apparently it's a cat animal spirit doll happening up in here. Wow, just scrolling through eBay, there are hundreds of haunted dolls. I could make this a whole series. Hey guys, it's just oh my gosh, something really weird just happened in my throat. I'm so sorry. Hey guys, it's Bob. Alright, anyways, I'm a little silly today if you can't tell. So, today I'm doing a part 2 of the haunted eBay dolls because there are so many haunted eBay dolls, it's insane. And they get updated every day, so like each day people are adding more and more, and the stories are so interesting and the dolls look so creepy, and like, I just want to share them. So let's just get right into it because you guys know what this video is about, and like, let's just start it. So here we have Haunted Little Doll Edward Possessed. And I think this is the first like male or boy ghost that we've had in a doll. I'm pretty sure the last video was like all girls. So here is little Edward. He is $155. So he's quite expensive for an old looking thing like him. But I've gotta admit, he does look really creepy. Something about like baby looking dolls, especially when they have no clothes on, that's just creepy because it just makes it seem like they're older because their clothes are missing. Does that make any sense? And I feel like a lot of his paint has been chipped chipped off because I think the hair would have been colored before, you know? I don't know. But let's read his story. Edward is what they named him after he was purchased at an antique store. They loved him at first. They thought he would fit in perfectly in their collection of vintage dolls. Soon after bringing him into the home, they had terrifying visions and believed that they saw the spirits of dead people in their home. The lady could not convince her husband of what she was experiencing until he saw his beloved aunt, who passed away 15 years ago, walking through the dining room and up the stairs. That's all it took, so they immediately decided to get rid of him. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. It says they don't know what spirit or spirits are attached to Edward, but feel that he is not safe to have in their home. The husband who gave this person the doll said, there is something about the doll that is not right. There is a presence to him. Also, the eyes look like they have had a spirit looking out. Oh, okay. Let's just zoom up on the eyes because, you know, it says he's about 6 inches high and his arms are movable, but his legs are not movable, which might be a good thing because then maybe he won't be like running through the house, you know, like maybe he'll just have to sit still. Ugh. She says that some of the pictures of him are blurry because it's pretty normal for paranormal items sometimes to not like their picture taken. That is really weird because when I was looking through the different pictures on eBay, a lot of them are blurry, and I actually skipped the blurry ones because I thought, oh, you guys can't see it very well, I might as well not talk about it. But now that I'm seeing this, it makes sense. Okay, so next we have haunted doll Amy, and like, I don't know why, but the picture that she took where she's sitting on the couch, it looks like her eyes are just like hollowed out, like just dark circles, which is very scary. But she is $125, so these dolls are quite expensive so far for sure. Okay, so let's see what it says. I have been a paranormal investigator for 15 years, and I have acquired quite a few items in that time, some active and not so much. I want you to meet 14-year-old Amy. This beautiful 36-inch Patty Play Pal doll is the host of a spirit, Amy, who has very strong positive energy. Okay, positive is always good. We always like positive. Amy tells me she loves music and wants to be a dancer. She told you? She speaks to you? She died like by a lake or a river or something. I'm not too sure, but that's very, very sad. It says that Amy seems to drain my small electronics to collect the energy she needs. She has manifested as an apparition of a young girl spinning around with her arms stretched upward as if she's ballet dancing. If you feel drawn to Amy, please consider giving her a home. She is playful and a happy little spirit. Oh my gosh, so the weirdest thing just happened to me. So you know how I was just talking about how she likes to take energy from like electronic devices? Well, right after I finished that, my computer just like sort of glitched, like it sort of like flickered a bit, and then my camera turned off. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't be talking about this stuff. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Alright, so next we have vintage porcelain or bisque doll. What's a bisque doll? I've never heard of that before. But she's $30, so she's definitely more on the cheap side. And it says, I've never added anything like this before. I picked this doll up at an estate sale. Oh my gosh, I can never say that. Estate sale. I always say estate sale. It's weird. Since the doll has been here, weird things have happened. The doll has been sitting on the dining room table since I got it. She measures 25 inches tall, and I believe it to be old. The first night I sat her down on the table with her back against the wall. When I put her there, both of her eyes were open. Later that evening, I noticed that she only had one eye opened and the other eye closed. When I picked up the doll, both of the eyes closed. It was almost like she was winking at us. Then tonight, my 17-year-old son and his girlfriend told me that they were looking at the doll and talking about how creepy they thought it was. And suddenly, the iced tea pitcher, which had been sitting in the fridge for days, suddenly flew off the refrigerator and onto the floor. He was extremely freaked out about it and told me, Mom, you have to get rid of the doll. I thought about throwing her in the garbage, but if there's something haunting her, we don't want it to linger around here. Oh my gosh, that is definitely terrifying. I feel like when things are being thrown in your house, it's definitely an evil spirit because, I don't know, I feel like a positive one wouldn't want to scare you. You know what I mean? So like this one, woo, this one. Okay, next one says, haunted doll Colleen, I need her gone ASAP. So it's literally $9.99 because this person wants it gone. Whenever I see like the haunted dolls that are really cheap, I feel like I believe it more because if you really don't want something haunted in your house, you will sell it for cheap just to get it gone, right? The ones that I see that are like $200, it's kind of like, well, who's really gonna buy it for that much, you know what I mean? But who knows? I mean, there are people who do. Meet Colleen. The first thing you notice about her are her hauntingly beautiful eyes. Yes, they are very nice. Colleen's eyes almost have a sad look to them, and she has been heard several times softly crying whining. It sounds almost like a whimper. About a month ago, I picked her up to polish the dresser she was on, and there was a single tear falling from her eye. That is crazy to me. I brought the doll home, and within days, strange things started happening around my house. At first, it was little things, lights turning on and off, the fan in our living room turning on and off, our TVs turning off, etc. I thought it was strange, but didn't equate what was going on with the doll. That's definitely really scary. I actually didn't know that like haunted objects could like cry and actually have tears falling, so like that's just news to me. It's freaky. Okay, so next we have haunted musical doll Clara. She's $24 and her hair is just so cute. It's just like up in these little two things. I don't know if I should be calling haunted dolls cute, but like she does look kind of cute. So it says, meet Clara. She is a musical doll and often plays without even being wound up. Oh my gosh. Her beautiful music can be heard throughout the house at various times during the day and the night. Clara is very mischievous. When something goes missing around the house, it is usually found somewhere near her. She loves rocking chairs. No matter where I put her, she always finds her way back to the rocking chair that is in the room she and her doll friends are kept in. Clara's arms are always reaching upwards as if she's just begging for someone to hold her. Oh my gosh, this is such a scary sentence. If you are serious about bringing Clara into your home, please know that I bear no responsibility for her actions once she leaves me. Once she is yours, you are on your own. That is scary. So she actually, I guess, is like wound up or something? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, that's even scarier now. I would not want this doll. Ooh. Okay, now we have haunted porcelain baby doll baby. Two babies in there. Carolyn, child spirit swings, laughed, beautiful. There's just a lot of words in that title there. Meet Carolyn. Carolyn loved playing on her grandfather's farm. There was always so much to do. She loved all the animals, especially the pond. There was a swing on the branch of a big oak tree by the beautiful pond. That was her favorite spot. When Carolyn was 9 years old, her favorite piglet got loose and ran onto the frozen pond. I see this going very badly. Carolyn put her favorite doll onto her swing and then ran after the piglet to save it, and the ice broke. She died in her favorite pond. I knew it. This is her doll, and Carolyn has chosen it as her spirit vessel. Her spirit is very active and present. You can hear her laughter a lot. She loves to swing. She swung off of her place on the shelf a few times. Carolyn is terrified of water. She can't be near a bathroom or kitchen to hear the water. If she gets very upset, the lights may flicker, among other things. Okay, yeah, that's definitely scary. I feel like I say that about every single one, like, oh, that's scary. Okay, I think I have one more here. Here we go. This one's weird because it was found in the Paris catacombs. It's Clarita the haunted doll. She's $59 and she looks like a clown, which is scary. Okay, so it says, Clarita was found by tourists visiting the catacombs. She was laying in the middle of the tunnel. After they were home in the United States, they started to get cold spots in the room where Clarita was sitting. I don't know if I would bring home a doll I found in the catacombs. Like, that just seems insane to me. Late at night, on a few occasions, they were woken up by the sound of a girl humming. They would go and check and the humming would stop. She has high EMF readings when she is active, cold spots, heat signatures on the FLIR. I have also seen many colorful orbs around her in photos. So that's definitely weird. I mean, I've done a video talking about the Paris catacombs before, so you guys sort of, you know all about that, and it's a very, very haunted place. So if a doll was found there, I would not want it. So I kind of did a thing. You guys know me, I'm a very curious person. I'm always getting myself into situations that maybe I should not be in. But the other day, I just had this feeling, this idea come across me where I was like, oh, eBay has a lot of stuff. They have haunted dolls. They have all kinds of used items with a ton of history behind it. So I was like, why don't I buy a stranger's diary so I can read it to you guys on here? And when I first had this idea, I thought it would be great. I thought it would be so much fun. So I went on eBay and I realized that a lot of the diaries on eBay are like $200, $300, $400. And I had no idea that a used diary would be that expensive. So as I was looking through all of these eBay listings, I was like, there is no way I could do this video. Like, I am not gonna buy a $500 diary for a video. Like, that's ridiculous. And right before I was about to close my eBay page, suddenly I saw a listing for a diary that was only $20. And what blew my mind even more was that this diary was from the 1960s. Excuse me? So not only is it super, super, super old, it's super, super cheap. Like, I thought that really, really old things are more expensive. What's that about? So silly me, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. It looks really cool. The listing didn't have anything else about the diary aside from the fact that it was a diary, it was used, and it was from the 1960s. No history on the person who wrote it. I basically didn't know anything other than the fact that it was old. So I bought it, and I am the type of person who opens things early. I literally couldn't wait until the video to open it. So yes, I did peek at it the other day. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just wanted to kind of see if it was legit, if it actually had writing in it, if it actually looked old. And let me just tell you, all of those things are true. This person did not lie. Literally the first time I saw it, you know that smell that you get of really, really old books? Like you open it and you just, whew, it's pungent. That is immediately what I smelled when I opened it. It looks old, the pages are yellowing, and I did read a few of the pages in this journal, and that is when my mindset kind of went, Jess, did you make a mistake here? Because the person who was writing this, and I haven't read every single page, but I read enough. They seem to have a pretty hard life, or I don't know if they're still alive. I actually don't know if they're still alive. Because it seems like this is a probably middle-aged adult who wrote this, and this was back in the early 1960s, so I don't know if they're still alive, I don't know. But their life seems to be a mess, and I read a lot of it, and it's a little bit depressing. So then I started thinking, should I even make this video? Like, I don't want to read you guys pages that are like disturbing, if you know what I mean. So I might have to skip over a couple of the pages that I don't think should be read on this channel, but I'm gonna read you a lot of it. Good luck. Alright, so here we go. So this is what we have here. As you can see, it is very, very old. So it looks like this person's name is, and I'm not very good at reading handwriting, so you guys might have to help me out here, but it looks like a Z or a T. It's either Tamia or Zamiatin. Not really sure which one. But she has we in quotation marks, and underneath where it says number, it says the living. I don't really know what that means, but anyway. So I'm gonna show you, and this has a very strong smell. Before I even open it, there's a very strong smell. But I don't know about you guys, I really appreciate old things. So as you can see, the pages are definitely yellowed. I'm probably gonna have to use my vlog camera to show you guys close-ups of this. It'd be a lot easier, but the pages are yellowed and there's a ton of handwriting on it. And in the very first page, there is a piece of paper that is folded up that was not attached to the diary. So she wrote it separately. I'm assuming it's a woman because I did read some of this and you'll know what I mean. Now, the first page says, By My Fancy. This is what it's called. I believe it's a poem, but it's called By My Fancy. Like someone saying goodbye. So, it says, Goodbye, my fancy. Farewell, dear mate, dear love. I'm going away. I know not where, or what fortune, or whether I may even see you again. So goodbye, my fancy. The slower, fainter ticking of the clock is in me, and soon the heart thud stopping. See, is this person dying? I just don't know. Long have we lived, joyed, cared together, so delightful. Now there's separation. Goodbye, my fancy. I don't know what any of this means. Let me not be too hasty. Long indeed have we lived, and become blended into one. Then if we die together, and yes, we'll remain one. It sounds like she's writing to someone who she loved very, very much. I don't know if she was sick and was dying, or if she had to move somewhere and leave the person she loved. I don't really know. The next page is basically her writing a poem about Mars, I believe, so we're gonna skip over that because I can barely read it. It's really strange to me because as I go through these pages, it's almost like there's different people writing it, or this girl goes through phases of writing totally differently because some parts she writes in capitals and other parts she writes in cursive. It's very, can you guys see that? It's very strange. Like the top is like all capitals and then she goes to cursive in a different color pen and then back to capitals. So I don't know, it's very strange. But anyways, one of the paragraphs say, the entire evening was nothing more than mass chaos, insane jealousy, and total confusion. Beginning with Cheryl's constant complaining of armpit agony. What becomes of a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, wither, and then die? Or does it become one? I guess that's another poem. And then this part's really weird because she starts writing about something called the Beast. I don't know what this beast is. When I told Ty, he was like,
she's probably writing about her dog.
because we call Winnie the Beast, but I don't think back then they'd have that. Well, I was gonna say they have that humor. Everyone has humor no matter what age they're from. But I don't know what this beast is. I'll read it to you guys. It says, at this moment, what more can be expressed? The beast seemed to have enjoyed himself today. His energy level has risen tremendously. Also, it has been calculated that the nearest planet to the Earth, which shows some form of intellectual level of energy, is 103 million light years away. So she goes from talking about a beast to the planets. I don't know, guys. See, I feel like her mind is sort of jumbled all over the place. Here is another one of her entries. It says, games, games, and more games. Life is nothing more than a big doped up joke. The whole world's a stage and the men and women are nothing more than players. She sounds really, really deep. I just don't know what she means. It is now apparent that the stage curtain has been lifted, now that the players have so amusingly stripped themselves of their masks and stand before us in the existence of space and time. These robots collide and dissipate. Fake but never making it. I feel like I'm in English class again for some reason. And then this is weird. How is this her writing too? It doesn't make any sense to me. And then all of a sudden, some person named Bob writes in her journal. It says, Dear Knits, confusion, hurt, misunderstanding, feelings. I don't know what it all means. Let's just let it happen, okay? Bob. Why did she let Bob write in her journal? And then this very sloppy writing at the bottom, it says, why? All these unknown dates holding no relevancy for myself. Most probably due to my emotional and physical, what agony, my state. Again, there's so many numbers and dates. Why? February? 1969. I don't understand. What did I buy? This is what I mean, guys. I thought I was gonna get like a normal journal, maybe written by like a 12-year-old or something that would make sense. Ugh. How unemotional, inhuman is Bob. No concern for my condition, my fear, no offer to be at my side in times of trouble, an incident with the cause and effect concerning both Bob and myself. His lack of concern and empathy towards me and his child I am bearing. She is bearing Bob's child and he's this rude to her? My God, I fear for my life. I am hurting, my ribs, I'm frightened, I'm fleeing, I'm running, I'm dying, I'm aching, I'm wanting for the soft ring of your call. Why do I keep thinking this person is dying or something? I don't know. It's all over. I'm in pain. I feel death. Death of my unborn and oncoming death of myself. I pray for this pain to subside. I am alone. Let's go around the world before I die or stay in town this fall. It really doesn't matter, does it? Because we're coming apart, you and I. We're coming apart. You show no concern. Sometimes we meet at the front door. I, smelling of another man, I sympathize, but can't shake off his eyes. If this makes sense to any of you guys, please let me know. And then randomly, I don't know what this is, if it's code or what. Ty thinks it's probably just math problems. What does this mean? Just let me know what this means if you know. Okay, I'm going through pages that I cannot read to you guys. Yeah, I can't do that. And then she writes a letter to her family. It says, Dear family, I hope that by the time this letter reaches you, you will be a little less aggravated with me and a little more understanding. It seems that more often than not, I'm put in a position where I must make decisions that will always make another individual. That's what happens when I hold my sneeze. It comes out like, oh. She didn't write Dear Family. She wrote Dear Sandy. So I guess this is the guy she dated. Because now she's saying, I hope you understand why I left you and went back to Ive. She left Sandy for Ive. Alright, then she wrote, Dearest Jeff, it was really wonderful seeing you again. It was a long time coming. I admit that I was not at all my best when we met. Exhausted from lack of sleep, worried about Sandy, and fearful of being judged. However, you soon put me at ease, and I realized that the majority of my tensions and fears were nothing more than self-indulgence of my past. It really did feel good to be with you again. Okay, so Jeff, Sandy, Ive, Bob. This journal is like a soap opera. For I, when others leave, shall stay instead. Coval and peculiarly your own. I can't read. To dwindle only with your flesh and bone. From Nita. My grandma's name is Nita. So, grandma's is your journal. Anyways, guys, there's a lot of pages of this that I can't read. If I have to think about this whole entire journal, I feel like she was a very depressed woman, and there are a lot of pages in here that I think she was in a really emotional state writing, and you know, there's a lot of pages where she's swearing a lot, where I think she just feels like her world's coming to an end, and it's very, very depressing, so I'm not gonna read those pages to you. And a lot of it doesn't really make any sense to me. It just sounds like gibberish. Like, it's like she's trying to form sentences that don't make any sense to me, and whenever she's in those states, like, her writing gets like really rapid and almost in a scribbled state. So I read you what I could. It's very confusing. This video didn't go the way that I thought it would go. I thought it would be like funny, like read about some girl's crushes from like the 1960s, you know what I mean? Like, not so deep like this. I don't really know what to do with this book now, to be honest. Like, I feel like I have this girl's life in my hands and I don't want that responsibility. So what I did was I contacted this eBay seller, I think about 3 days ago, and I was just like, could you please let me know any history of this woman or any information that you have? And they never got back to me. So now I'm wondering, if they put this as $20, maybe they were really trying to get rid of it because of this? I don't really know. I really hope they get back to me. If they do, I can do another video about her history. Maybe if I know a little bit more of her life, that would be easier for me to understand what she's talking about. I don't know if this eBay seller just found this journal somewhere or if it was someone from their family. I don't know. I just feel like if it was someone from their family, they wouldn't give it away. So whose journal is this? Hi guys, it's Jessii Vee and I'm here again with Mandy Vee.
Hello.
There's a hawk, do you see?
Stop.
It's huge.
That's not even a hawk.
Okay, so this video is a story time. It's like a paranormal house update. Basically, now that we're living together, we have to deal with all the paranormal stuff together. My voice.
I didn't even like think about the paranormal stuff until like I had an experience last night.
Yeah.
Should we just jump in?
Well, we're gonna talk about her experience after I update you guys on the whole diary situation.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this part of her, like the whole diary thing. Like, I didn't know about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna carry on from what you guys know. So basically, the other day I got a diary from the 1960s and I read it out to you guys, and it was a very disturbing diary, and I was talking to Mandy about it, and there were a lot of pages that I couldn't show you because they were just too much, and I haven't even showed her yet.
Do you have it here? I was just gonna say.
No, I'll show you after.
I
but
need to see it.
this lady was very disturbed. I think she had a lot of problems. She probably had a lot of mental issues, which obviously isn't her fault, but it's very it was very unsettling to read. So a lot of things I couldn't show you guys or even show on YouTube because I'd be demonetized, so I couldn't. I came to the conclusion that she was very sick mentally and physically. There were a lot of pages in the diary where she was talking about being very diseased and how she was bedridden, how she was about to actually pass away from whatever she had. She never said what she had, but she was very sick. I think she was probably an older lady after reading a lot more of it.
Very depressed.
Very depressed, very sad. Like, the whole vibe was very dark, this journal. So after I read the whole journal to you guys, I was feeling very off and weird, and it wasn't a haunted diary. Like, I didn't buy a haunted diary. That wasn't in the title of the listing. I just bought an old diary. So as I said before, when I got it, I thought it was just gonna be like maybe a teenager with crushes, like something funny and goofy that I could show to you guys, but it ended up being very dark. And as funny as I tried to make the video, I was trying to make it funny because I was so uncomfortable, because I wanted to kind of, you know, make it a bit lighter. Anyways though, I have that diary in my house right now, and I feel like since it's come here, I've had a really horrible feeling about it. And I was telling Mandy, actually I told her after what she told me, but anyway.
I didn't know any of this.
She didn't know any of this stuff. And basically the night after I read the diary on camera, I had it downstairs in my kitchen, and I went to bed, and I had this horrible dream about her. And in my dream, she was lying in her bed, she was all crippled and skinny, she couldn't move, and she was like crying and whimpering and really, really upset. And she was just like lying in her bed staring at me. And it was like my whole dream was me at the bottom of her bed looking at how sick she was. And I woke up at about 5 a.m. and I didn't know why, probably because I was so disturbed by the dream, but I sat up in bed, I was looking at my phone, and suddenly I heard this horrible, distant whimpering downstairs. And you guys are probably like, oh, it's Winnie. No, I know what Winnie sounds like. I've had her for almost 3 years now. It wasn't a dog sound. It was like a cry, like a ooh. like a very human, like sad cry. And I woke up Ty and I'm like, oh my gosh, do you hear that? The minute he woke up, of course it stopped. Very cliche, but it did. And immediately when I heard that, she came to mind. So that's basically what's happened with me after getting this diary, but it was really freaky because the other day Ty and I were out and Mandy was home alone, and I'll let her tell the story, but she was in my house just with her and Luca. We weren't there, it was nighttime. So tell what happened with you. And keep in mind that she had no idea about the details of this diary. She had no idea what I'd been experiencing. She had no idea it was an old woman who wrote it. Like, she had no idea about anything, so that's why it's such a coincidence.
I'm so scared. I don't want to be on the edge. I don't want to be on the side close to
You're
the door.
fine. Mom and Dad are gonna be here any minute.
Okay.
Okay, tell your thing.
So Luke and I were here really late last night, and Jess and Ty were out, and we were just home alone, and we were just kind of like finishing up some stuff, like moving in or whatever, and we were just kind of like relaxing afterwards because we had had a long day. So we were in my bedroom and we were just relaxing, and then all of a sudden I heard like such clear, to the point where I didn't think it was paranormal at all. I thought someone had broken into the house or somebody was still in the house, because I heard running up and down the stairs, and I heard like walking, like really heavy, like footsteps coming from like the upstairs, like just everywhere, and like so distinct and clear. And like obviously it's not Winnie because she's in one section of the house, and her feet are different, like because of her nails and everything, like we know when she's walking, but this was like footsteps up and down the stairs. The house was creaking and whatever. So I like immediately freaked out because I'm like, there's somebody here, and like I thought we were home alone, so I like told Luca to run up and check or whatever. And as we were like getting ready to go upstairs to check, Winnie starts screaming, like barking really loud. And at that point I was like, oh my gosh, like this is it, we're gonna die. Like I thought there was somebody that broke into the house. I never thought it was paranormal at all. So we went upstairs and Luca like looked around, and like nobody was home. The footsteps stopped, the noises stopped, and we were like just kind of petting Winnie, relieving Winnie. So I'm like, okay, it's time to leave. So we went back downstairs, grabbed all our stuff, turned off all the lights, and we're coming up the stairs, and I stopped in my tracks, and I wish I could make more of a clear picture for you guys, but from where I was standing, I was looking into a window reflection of another room, if that makes sense. And in the other room, that's where Winnie is, and then there's also a big chair. And I could see all of that through the reflection of the window. So I couldn't actually see that room. It was all through the reflection at the angle that I was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so looking at the episode, I'm getting so nervous. I'm getting so nervous. I'm looking at the reflection, and I like, my heart like stopped, and it was scarier than like anything ever. Like even like the haunted hotel, like watching the door close, because it was so clear. And like I haven't talked about it, like I haven't even told Luca. I just told you because it had been bothering me.
So freaked out.
I haven't told anybody because it really stayed with me, because you know how like if you feel like you see something on the side of your eye or whatever, and it's like you know you saw something but you don't know what it was, and you don't know if it's just something playing tricks on you or whatever. I was staring at it for so long, like felt like a while. So because I was stopped and I was trying to figure out, is that a ghost or is that a person? So I was looking, and what I saw sitting in the chair facing Winnie was an old lady looking really sad, but like at Winnie, and like,
and you said she was like skinny and scrawny and like,
she wasn't, she didn't look skinny and scrawny, she just looked like contorted, like sitting on the chair and like like she looked like her bones and her back and like all this stuff, and like her face was so clear, and it wasn't like a pretty face, it was like sick. I don't know, I don't know. I know that she had like kind of a big nose, and like she had like a regular granny face, like a wide face, and like her body was like contorted, and she was sitting there hunched over looking at Winnie.
And she told me this, and immediately, because she hadn't heard my other stories about what had happened, she
was like freaking out, and I literally, because I was like, Jess, I like wanted to tell you something, but like I don't know if I should tell you, like something happened last night and I don't know like if I'm just like seeing things or what it is. So I told her, I haven't told anybody, and immediately she was like, oh my god.
I was freaking out.
But it actually, if you think of like the timelines from like when she got the diary, and like it just
I
makes
only
sense.
got it a few days ago.
It makes sense.
It makes so much sense. And what I was saying is there's a lot of pages I didn't read to you guys, and there's this one point where she was so sick in bed she could barely move, and she was writing about how her dog was the only one who would lie with her and comfort her. So that freaked me out too, because the fact that she chose Winnie to sit beside, and we don't know if it's her. It could have been like a quick
sense.
A mind thing, or it could have been like you seeing a different spirit. So. I don't know what it is.
I know what I saw.
It's just such a coincidence, you know what I mean? And it's so freaky. And I also wanted to update you guys because I said I would contact the eBay seller to find out a bit more about the history of her, and he eventually got back to me. It took like a whole week, but he told me that he got it such a long time ago. He went to this vintage antique store in the middle of nowhere. It was kind of run down looking, and the owner of this antique store was selling big boxes of antiques, and it was like mystery boxes. So like basically you put in a bid and you buy a whole entire box. You can't look through it. It's like what are those places, like the garage storage areas where you put a bid but you don't know what's inside until you get it.
That's very common.
Yeah, so they got this huge box, and there's a lot of cool things in it, very, very old, from like the 1800s even. And at the very, very bottom, in a bunch of dust, there was this diary, and he said he didn't read it, he didn't look through it, he even got a weird vibe, but he didn't sell it on eBay for years after he got it. He just found it like a few months ago and decided to list it. So he has no idea who wrote it, the history of it. So he's just as confused as I am, but I thought you guys would want to know the update on that. So I don't know, everything's just such a creepy coincidence that we had to make this video, because I always tell you guys I will always do paranormal updates when I can.
Can I see the diary?
Yeah, it's downstairs. I'll show you after. This is how I got to the point of making this video. So last week I was looking up Tamagotchis because, as you probably saw, I did a whole story time on Tamagotchis, and in my research I came across an eBay posting, and that eBay posting said haunted Tamagotchi, and I remember looking at it in disbelief, and I was like, no. There's no way. There's literally no way a Tamagotchi can be haunted. It just seems so ridiculous to me. It's just like, it's almost like nowadays you could look up on eBay haunted blank and anything will come up. Like haunted umbrella, haunted beanie baby, like anything haunted and an object is probably on eBay. So because I didn't believe this at all and I thought it was so ridiculous, I decided to buy it. And it just came in the mail last night, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing for you guys, and we're gonna find out if this thing is actually legit, because it's a child's toy. Literally, no. It just like, it makes me laugh. Haunted Tamagotchi, really? Really? So I'm gonna read you exactly what the listing said, and then I'm gonna unbox it for you guys, and we're just gonna see how it works and if it's actually freaky. Alright, so I have my package from eBay right here, which you can see I have already opened, because when I got it in the mail I had no idea what it was, because there's never like an eBay sticker or anything that makes you think, hey, this is my package from eBay. It was just like this random dude's name, and I was like, what is this? So I opened it, I looked inside, I have not taken it out of the tissue paper, but the minute I saw the tissue paper and it was so small, I'm like, okay, this gotta be the Tamagotchi. So before I open that with you, I'm kind of scared to open it, to be honest. Watch when he sent me something totally different and it's like a scam. That'd be freaky. So I'm gonna read you what the listing said, because, and I will admit, the listing was very unsettling and creepy, but when I actually thought about it, I was like, but is this legit? So I'll let you guys decide. The listing says, haunted Tamagotchi. Proceed with caution if buying this item, there's something wrong with it. That's always a good reason to buy something, right? This Tamagotchi belonged to my niece, who only received it about 2 months ago for Christmas. She got it from her best friend from school, who said she found it in a garbage bin by her dance class. Okay, and I'm about to touch it. That's fine. That's totally cool. Not like I'm OCD or anything and I hate germs, so great. Garbage bin Tamagotchi is what I have right now. Awesome. My niece didn't seem to care. She was just happy to get a Tamagotchi. I mean, that was me like back in grade 5. I was like, I don't care where it's from. I want a Tamagotchi now. So I mean, kind of relatable. In a little way. At first it seemed very normal, but after a while my niece noticed that it had a bit of an attitude. It was very slow at responding to commands. We thought it was just because it was left outside in the cold for too long. Yeah, that's kind of a logical reason, I guess. I'm so sorry, like this is so funny to me. We're literally reading about a haunted Tamagotchi. Just take that in. It's a little funny. Then the Tamagotchi kept showing up in random spots around the house where my niece had not left it. She always kept it on her bedside table, and in the morning she'd find it in places like the kitchen cupboard, her laundry basket, the sink, or in a shoe by the door. Her family doesn't have any pets, so it was extremely bizarre. Yeah, when I first read that I was like, okay, it's probably like the cat or like a dog or like some animal that keeps moving it, but the fact that they have no pets, I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, the Tamagotchi. What am I getting myself into? Then came the beeping. My niece woke up to this incessant beeping around 3 a.m. Of course it was 3 a.m. How cliche is that? Everything happens at 3 a.m. apparently. It had never done this for the first week she had owned the Tamagotchi. It was so loud and we couldn't get it to turn off. I told her we should just stomp on it or toss it in the garbage, but she didn't want to give up on it that fast. Yeah, I feel like kids like, it takes a lot to get them to throw out a toy. I know that from babysitting. When I was babysitting kids and it was like their bedtime, they would not let go of whatever like they had in their hands, like a toy, a book, like they just wanted to like have it with them all the time. So like, totally get that. The last thing that happened, I can't even properly explain to you because my niece won't tell me. She woke up one night screaming and crying and told her mom she didn't want it anymore. No matter how many times we asked why, she just shook her head and she won't tell us. So it was given to me because no one else in the family was brave enough to get rid of it. So I'm posting this on eBay hoping someone will take it off my hands. Well, that someone was me. So I don't know what vibe you guys get after I've read that, but it just doesn't seem legit to me. I don't know, it sounds scary, it freaked me out, but it just seems like a little much, you know what I mean? Like if something is gonna be haunted, why would like a ghost choose a Tamagotchi? Of all things it could choose. Like there's so many cool things, dolls, you know, cool old like antique items, but it's like, no, I wanna be in the egg inside this little toy thing. I don't know, it just sounds a little strange. Anyways though, we're actually going to see what I was sent here. Smells normal. It doesn't smell like garbage, thank goodness. This always freaks me out. Like packages from eBay freak me out. Anybody else? I don't know. It's just weird. And like it's just in this like tissue paper. Okay. I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. This does not feel like a Tamagotchi. I'm so freaked out. Okay. This does not feel. What the heck? Guys. All right, let me show you this. This is not the size of a Tamagotchi. Look. Look how small it is. Is that a regular size of a Tamagotchi or am I absolutely like insane? Either I grew up really fast and got really giant and my child self thought the Tamagotchi was a bit bigger than this, or like this was put in a shrunken machine because what? It's so small. Okay, I could have sworn that Tamagotchis when I had them, they were like the size of your palm, right? Am I insane right now? Why does this not look like a normal sized Tamagotchi? Look how small it is. Oh my gosh, please comment down below if Tamagotchis are actually this size, because maybe I'm just like an adult holding a Tamagotchi for the first time in 10 years and I'm just not used to it. What? Okay. Okay. I just got chills and I know I shouldn't because it's just a Tamagotchi, but I just looked at the screen and it says 3 a.m. I'm not even joking you. Let me try and get this to focus. Sorry, there's so many reflections. You can see my camera reflection. Can you see that? Oh, I don't know if it'll focus well, but it says 3 a.m. and it's flashing. Can it? I hope it shows. I don't really know. And the fact that the posting said that at 3 a.m. it was doing some weird stuff. I don't know what this means. Did the person like on eBay reset this and maybe it's trying to get me to set a time? I don't remember how to do these, okay? Should I just press enter for 3 a.m. and see what happens? Should we be a bit of a rebel? A rebel? I said that's so weird. Let's be a rebel right now and I'm gonna press enter. The egg is shaking. So I was actually really curious as to how I would receive this Tamagotchi, like if the pet would already be like an adult or if it'd start off from brand new. So I guess he reset it somehow. Maybe that little like hole at the back like resets it. I don't know. Guys, I don't remember how these things work. Is it gonna hatch like soon? Does it take a lot of time? It's weird because I was so obsessed with these as a kid and I don't really remember how it works. So I'm gonna look it up. How long does it take for a Tamagotchi to hatch? About 5 minutes. When you have set a time, a pulsating egg will appear. Tamagotchi will hatch in 5 minutes. No, during this... Oh, it's hatching. That was not 5 minutes. Can you guys see? I'm so sorry about the reflection. I don't know how else to show it to you. Oh my gosh, it's just jumping around. It looks so cute. It doesn't look like it has attitude at all. Oh my gosh, love this. The screen is so tiny though. I still can't get over it. So I guess there's nothing really else that I could do for you guys in this video aside from show you what it is and read you the listing, because it's really gonna be up to me like over a certain amount of days to see if like it does these weird things, which I don't really think it does, like just personally. And it looks really clean. Like it looks like it's never been used. It does not look like it was in any sort of garbage, just personally. But so maybe like I'll... I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's weird. What's it? There's something coming out of its mouth. It looks like it's almost blowing bubble gum. So I guess I'll just have to do like an update video for you guys. I'll probably do that on my vlog channel. It's called Vee Vlogs. It's linked down below in the description. So if you want to see an update on the Tamagotchi, definitely go there because I'll probably post it early next week. And I'll keep you updated on Twitter too, because on Twitter I post like immediate things that are like freaky and happening in my life. So I'll keep you posted. But comment down below if you believe this, if you don't believe this, because I personally think it's a little bit cheesy and a little bit much, just personally. You could like hypnotize somebody with this, oh my goodness. Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee and I'm here with Mandy Vee.
Hi.
And originally I wasn't going to be doing this video with Mandy. It is the unboxing of my haunted Furby, but I think it'd be interesting for you guys to see her reaction as well because she obviously does not like to be around haunted items.
Okay, let me tell you something. So she told me that she got a haunted Furby and I freaked.
Yeah, she
because
did.
I'm like, okay, where did you get it? She said eBay. And I'm literally like, oh my gosh. Like, to put a haunted item in your house, guys, you have to be thoroughly educated and prepared for what could happen to you.
I know, but here is my like response to that. So first of all, it's a haunted Furby, so it's not something that looks terrifying. I mean, it's a Furby, it's a fuzzy
Doesn't
toy.
matter.
Yes, it is previously owned. Yes, it could be haunted. But the way this listing was, I feel like there's a possibility it might not actually be haunted because the person who posted it said they've had this Furby for years and since they've owned it, the Furby goes off at random hours of the night, especially around 3 a.m.
Nothing too extreme.
Nothing like, oh, it's hurting me, it's getting me sick, it's giving me like, nothing that's like horrifying.
I know, but like so much could go wrong. It's like playing with a Ouija board. Like so much could go wrong.
But I would never buy something that's caused someone harm.
Yeah.
Or horrified stuff in their life. Like all they said was, it goes off at random hours.
Yeah.
Like that to me is not life-threatening.
No.
You know what I mean?
And I think this is really exciting and I love that it's at your house and not mine.
Oh yeah, so you don't have to bring it back.
I'm cool with this. This is like in my element completely and I'm totally down for this. It's just like, be careful, you know?
Yeah.
Be careful with stuff like this.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in your overnight bag. You're gonna get back home and you're gonna be like,
my gosh.
what is this?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay. And what also is creepy is that this package arrived the moment Ty and I started our 24-hour basement challenge. So we had this in the basement with us the whole time. It was kind of freaky. It did look like it moved because we put it in like a corner all night and it did look like it moved. I don't know for sure. Winnie could have like sniffed it. Who knows? But this is what the box looks like. It's not very big at all. The Furbies aren't big. It's also thin, which I thought was too thin for a Furby. Doesn't this look too thin for a Furby?
Like you mean like
This, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be like thicker.
Let's open
We're gonna
it.
open it.
I'm so anxious.
I got some scissors here. I just don't want to like damage any fur or anything, but let's just see. Hello Furby, we're coming to see you.
Stop. Don't mock it.
What? I'm not mocking it. I'm being nice to it.
Don't play around. This is like serious.
I know.
You have to like
Okay, I'm serious.
you have to like actually respect
Respect the Furby.
like respect the item that's
it's a
haunted.
Furby.
No, not
Okay,
to it.
I mean,
it's literally
it's so
not,
sweet. I love Furbies. Aw,
No,
Furby.
it's not like the Furby is haunted. When an object is haunted, it's haunted by a spirit.
Well, if a spirit's
A
in this, it probably
personality.
does not want to be in the Furby. I see. See, I don't want to cut him.
What, so you're gonna unleash it?
Unleash the Furby? First glance, this is what it looked like online. So for a second I was like, what if they're just ripping me off and they're gonna send me something totally different? I see it! Okay, watch when there's like a note in here or something too. Okay, they put him,
How much was this, by the way?
$20. They put him in a little baggie and they put, they made it comfortable for him, you know? Okay, so it actually is heavier than the box, like when you actually hold it, it's weird.
Can I take it out?
You want to take it out?
Yeah.
Okay, show them, you have to lift it up higher though. They've got to see it. I wonder if it's gonna like smell.
Hi.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
Her phone just went off and like terrified us.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of dirty. Ew, look at the ear. Okay, so right now it's sleeping. If it turns on and talks, I'm literally gonna throw it across the room.
When does it turn on and talk though?
It has really gross stuff on its ear. Did you guys see that? How do you turn a Furby on? That's what I want to know. Mandy and I never owned like this sort of Furby. We always got the ones from McDonald's, like the little tiny ones. So
I have like chills. I
we
have
don't really
chills.
know how to.
Don't play with it like.
What do you do? Do we need batteries for it? Should I call Ty? Do you want me to call Ty up so I can
Look
get batteries?
up how to turn on a Furby.
Okay, hold it.
I don't really
Hold
want
it!
to anymore.
You don't want to hold it anymore? Okay. Well, I don't think, isn't it just supposed to work? I don't know how it works. I think Ty might need to put new batteries in it. I'm gonna get Ty. You can sit with it. I'll leave you with the Furby for a second.
If it turns on when you leave, I'm gonna be really upset.
Ty, we need batteries for the haunted Furby. We need assistance now. Ty is coming to the rescue.
So does it actually like talk?
Apparently it goes off at 3 a.m.
Oh, so we'll know by tonight.
We'll know by tonight. Why don't we just keep it in the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, underneath here, we don't know how you open it and we don't know what batteries go inside.
I think it's slightly eerie.
It's eerie?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. And what's weird is how it's hunched over, eh? Because you know Furbies, how they're supposed to be up straight? This one's like hunched. Like its body's like bent.
I just have chills.
Why do you have chills?
I don't like.
You're getting bad vibes?
Yeah, like I'm getting like anxious.
Oh. I have seen videos online where Furbies work without their batteries because there's actually like a system in the actual Furby. Hold down the reset button at the base of the toy near the battery compartment for about 3 to 5 seconds. This will not change Furby's personality. Wait, what? This will not change Furby's personality that you trained. Also, hold down the mouth button, which is located inside Furby's mouth. Well, we can't do anything now because Ty has him. Or her.
I just have chills.
How do you make a Furby Boom evil? That is one of the comments. Set your Furby Boom down in front of you. Furby Boom's evil personality is called Feisty. Turn the Furby upside down. Turn the Furby right side up.
Enjoy your evil Furby.
Keep flipping the Furby upside down and right side up. Enjoy your evil Furby. Is that a joke or is it real?
I put the batteries in and it jumped.
It jumped?
Yeah.
When does it start?
I don't know.
Ty, help us.
I'll try it again.
Did it actually move when you put batteries in it?
Yes, it did.
It actually did move.
Yes.
Maybe like the whole point is that it doesn't work until 3 a.m. Like maybe the rest of the day it's not supposed to work normally. Are you okay?
I'm just upset.
Why are you upset?
I'm just upset.
Why? You're just upset?
I'm literally upset that I'm sleeping over tonight and I have to deal with this. I did not sign up for this.
Ty! Watch when the Furbies like attack Ty.
Oh my gosh.
Ty?
Yes.
Making sure you're still alive. Maybe it's super glitchy and like this person like
I
just
was
put it
just
up as
thinking
like
that. I was just thinking that.
haunted Furby. Please take it because it doesn't work anymore. Watch when I was just totally scammed.
I guess you'll find out.
Ty, was I scammed?
I don't know.
Ty!
Oh my god. Did you say Ty?
I heard that too.
Did it say your name?
I heard it say Ty.
I did too.
You did too?
It said,
I heard it say
I heard it say
Ty.
Ty.
What did it say to you?
I don't know. I just have the screws in there very odd because that seems to be the only way it works.
It's not working anymore.
Did the lights turn off?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's
said
glitchy.
Ty.
It's so glitchy. It said Ty.
It said Ty. It was like, hey Ty.
It knows your name, Ty.
I heard Ty.
I did too.
We just heard this gurgling downstairs and we're like, what?
And then we heard Ty a few times and we were like, oh
Hi,
my god,
Ty.
did it kill Ty?
Sounds like it's farting.
Yeah, but like as I'm...
Oh, hi. Ty.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, okay, I'll stop. These things are a lot more advanced from when I used to have one.
Oh my god, all I can see is us in
Show
his
it.
eyes. I can see us in its eyes. Ty?
I keep hearing Ty. It just mimicked us.
It's laughing with us.
I'm
Like the
scared. Want to try and turn it evil? Do you want to be evil? It smells really bad.
You stink.
We're gonna try and turn it evil, so apparently you shake it. Show them their eyes. You killed it!
His eyes are open! His eyes are open!
Why does it still do that when there's nothing It says, set your Furby down in front of you. Keep doing this. It says, turn evil! We're gonna keep this in my room overnight because Mandy's sleeping over, and we're basically just gonna see if it actually wakes up at 3 a.m. Are you gonna wake up at 3 a.m.? It's just nodding. Oh my god.
Stop.
It won't stop. It didn't even say anything, it just nodded. That was terrifying. Are you okay?
The fact that you just asked that and it did that.
It just nodded.
And its eyes were like white.
Okay guys, we're gonna end the video here.
I think we should ask it questions.
Me tired.
Okay, ask it a question.
Are you haunted by a ghost?
What?
Are you haunted by a ghost?
Do?
It just sounds stupid.
So maybe you ask it things.
Wait, hold on. Okay, go on.
Are you haunted?
Blah, blah, blah.
Ask it.
Are you haunted? Are you haunted?
What the hell?
That's a different laugh than what it's been doing. Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my god, why would you do that? Jess!
Listen, the bottom piece popped out in my hand, so I thought it pooped or something. It turned off.
This is literally you. This is you. You were like, God.
It turned off again. Okay, we're gonna go now. We'll keep you updated on what happens at night. Sorry Mandy for scaring you, and we will see you in my next video. Mandy's channel is linked down below. Go check out her stuff, and yeah. Bye guys!
Bye.
It's glitching. It's glitching out. It's really glitching out. Oh my gosh.